The droid army and the clone army are locked into a vicious battle, with clone troopers boarding from their Venator capital ship into the droid defenses of their providence. The droid hallways are tight, and they don't have a lot of breathing room to stop the clone trooper advance. However, they must, if they want to defend their tactical droid leader, who also carries a sizable amount of information about the droid fleet. Extremely valuable to the CIS cause. Can Commander Gree and his clone trooper army board the ship and wipe out the droids, taking hold of the commander? Or will they fall to the wayside under the onslaught of droid ship defenses? If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. Now let's go. Alright boys, let's go ahead and press start in slow motion for the start until some of the droids and clones end up dying and the lag subsides. Now, the 41st Elite Corps is our attacking clone trooper legion here, with the armored battalion of droids defending the ship defenses here. Already, we've got droid poppers deploying onto the battlefield. A number of clones going down early on. Actually, maybe that's a thermal detonator. Uh-oh. Oh, boys. That's not gonna be good. No! Oh, it was a droid popper. Okay, so those guys aren't dead since it was team damage. It is mitigated, and so they will not die due to that. So that's a good thing, I suppose. But either way, hundreds, actually thousands of clone troopers coming in. I think just over 1,000 clones are breaching this ship's hull, and we do have Gree around here somewhere, floating around in space, although I assume there's some sort of shield generator underneath for the docking of the LAATs up into the hull of the ship right there, so that the clones can actually, you know, stand and breathe and whatnot. Early clone deaths as they move towards the right side of the battlefield over here. They're sending in just a few troopers at a time. Definitely not the best idea, but they need to start mobilizing these guys. They're not hitting the left side at all right now. However, there is a whole additional droid defense on the left side that they're inevitably gonna have to go and attack. So for now, you know, they're gonna start pushing right side and then have to double back later on. Maybe they could take the bridge of the ship defense here and then double back in the flank of that droid army, which would be a decent idea, you know, save that for last and then flank the defenses. It's not a bad idea. However, you know, also you need to make sure that you conserve enough clone troopers until the bitter end of this battle to start doing that. Okay, we've got a droid popper going out. Let's go ahead and bump it up to 2 speed here so the clones really start coming on board, and these two droids, they don't even seem to realize that that thing was right there. It wasn't in their programming to react to droid poppers rolling into their nutsacks like that. No siree, Bob. So they end up blowing up to the wayside, and more clones begin to flood in. This is exactly what we need to see. This is, after all, one big choke point defense after another. So flooding these hallways and really making each push count with as many clones as necessary is going to be important, because if you trickle in like that and die one at a time, you're not going to get very far in the grand scheme of things. A lot of the clones are wrapping around here, and also a lot of them going into these halls here. That's actually the reason why there's a small hole in the wall this way, is because they will glitch themselves into here and then not be able to escape, but having that hole there will make it so the clones actually do manage to get out of those walls eventually and push outwards. It's probably going to take a little bit of time for the clones to figure out their next attack plan here, as they have a ton of guys in this way. They're just goofing right now, but I do trust that the clones will start moving. Yes, okay, more are starting to move this way, closer to the front lines over here. Why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse until more troops start attacking. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Okay, that really didn't take long before a ton of clone troopers have started to attack over this way. They're going for the straight charge and then disrupting their lines as they get hit by shots and start to take over the different defense positions. This is actually kind of smart. They're almost leapfrogging forward, letting some of their troopers get tossed to the side, defend that position, while the others start charging and then rinse and repeat, taking cover as you go. Of course, now they're kind of death charging in, and they don't realize that there are 3 droids off to the side there, and it's a little too late for a few of those clones who end up getting ambushed by those 3 droids. The rest of them do take care of those droids, but then a thermal droid popper goes off right there, taking out a lot more of them. We got some DC-19 clone light machine guns rattling off some shots, and the droids back this way are suppressed. So it seems like the clones are going to take this first little hallway area here, which they definitely did take at least 100 trooper losses here in taking this. However, that's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. They're on track for a W here, but again, this is a game of choke points. There's an entire choke point around this corner here. There's another one over here. Then there's one here, one here, one here, one here, and so on and so forth. So the clones, they might have overtaken one, but there will be a multitude of others for them to deal with as they go. Here we go, more droids getting dropped. The droids clapping back with some fire against the clones, and the clones do have decent cover on this little choke point here, so it's not too bad of one, but even still, it's going to be rough. The clones are trying to just charge on in. There we go. Now they're starting to get some guys behind cover firing for them, but still the droids manage to take them out, and the dudes under cover are currently just taking cover and not supplying the clone troopers with suppressive fire, which is exactly what they need to do. But nonetheless, the clones continue pushing in here, which is a very, very good thing. As long as they keep yeeting soldiers in here, they'll eventually take over this choke point. We do have grenades going out. Don't know if it's a thermal or a droid popper, and it's another droid popper. So the droids are really not taking advantage of their thermal detonators, which each droid does have thermal detonators. They're just not using them, baby. It's only the clones using any type of throwable weapon, which is good for the clones, but the droids could be doing so much better here. These guys getting killed really quick right there, and we're on to the next choke point where 4 clones round the corner right there. They get 1 droid kill, and all 4 clones end up biting the dust there before they can do anything. But the clones continue pushing in. Look at this! A droid grenade goes and lands on the roof there, so for once they're using a grenade and they completely whiff it. Incredible job. Incredible indeed. Either way, guys, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Galactic Frontiers mod, which we are using for a few of the different properties in this, as well as the Galaxy of War mod, which is our usual mod we use, and the Galactic Frontiers mod is a sub-mod of the Galaxy at War mod, so it's just a little bit of an extension of the Galaxy at War mod made by different creators. And then we're, oh, nice, finally, a droid grenade, beautiful. Oh, look at that, glorious, taking out clones undercover right there. Beyond that, we're also using Rollum's map. This is a Rollum map. If you want to check out his Steam Workshop page and get some maps that he has made for yourself, I highly recommend it, because he is one of the best map creators in the game. He is just cracking on with amazing maps, and you absolutely love to see it. Oh, massive thermal detonator explosion right there. The droids finally figuring out their stride and starting to utilize some thermals and take out some serious clones. There we go, though. The clones start really breaching in with tons of troopers all at once. I mean, their losses are amazing, absolutely incredible for the droids here. Massive losses for the clones. However, they are just fueling this with more and more troopers. I still have no idea where Gree is at. He is on the battlefield. He might be dead. If you've noticed Gree going in, let me know in the comment section below, but I am not entirely sure, to be honest with you. Alright, the clones wipe out this first room with ease. The first position they have managed to take with ease. However, the main bridge control room here is loaded with droids and a ton of cover. There's also the tactical droid laying down over there. Oh, please let that be a thermal and not a droid popper. It is a thermal! Alright. Good job, droids. Oh, there's Gree, and Gree gets shot down the moment we find him on the battlefield. Rip to my boy. God dang. Oh, Gree. Oh, Gree, you hate to see it. You absolutely do. A few droids in here getting killed, but for the most part, they're managing to hold on to this bridge position rather nicely and destroying many of the clones coming on forward. A few of these droids farther back here are dead. These are the ones that you expect to die first, as the clones have a straight shot to them through this. However, the guys around the corner here, I think, should be able to do a bit better for themselves. Tactical droid is just spraying fire wildly. There is no rhyme or reason to where he is shooting right there, so maybe not the best performance from the droid leader right there, but you know what? He's a leader. He's not supposed to be doing all this fighting, you know? He's supposed to be commanding droids around. By the way, do we have any clones attacking over here? Nope. Not a single clone went this way. So they still are going to have to deal with those droids over that way eventually. The droids seem to be locking this down rather nicely. The clones are slowing down in their assault, so why don't we do a small time lapse here? Alright, the droid's still managing to hold here, as is the tactical droid. More clones have pushed in, but they've kind of lost that gusto that they were utilizing at first, which really helped them through the earlier choke points. But I do want to check out some of the droid kills here to see how... Oh, that was a good grenade from the clones. Is the Daily Curse striking again? It gets actually only one kill because the rest of the droids ducked out of the way. But they could die from re-entry. The tactical droid died! Oh! Oh, that's crazy. I was not expecting that. Okay. Tactical droid has died on the battlefield. However, the data needs to be retrieved. So, not a victory for the clones yet, but a step closer. This droid has 9 kills. This droid has none. This droid has 2. This droid has 8. Make it 9, actually. Just got another. This droid has none. 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 How about the guys over here? This droid's got 3. This droid's got 3. This droid's got none. And this droid's got none. These guys got none. Okay. So it seems like right now, the droids that were getting most of the kills are dead, and there's still a few that are getting decent kills, but just not nearly as many. Let's watch the clone POV for a little bit here, but the droids have started to lock it down. Alright, 8 minutes later, and the droids are still holding. Some mild losses throughout, nothing too crazy though. They're still doing well. This guy's got 17 kills now, and this guy's got 4, so that's pretty decent. This guy's got none, this guy's got none, this guy's got 2, this guy's got 18. Oh, that guy's cooking! This guy's got 1, and this guy's got none. So, the bridge is almost dead. However, the next room past the bridge is holding pretty decently. I think it will be a while before we see more clones, like, getting big leads or anything like that. It seems like the clones are kind of dwindling in terms of their gusto. They've still got a lot of numbers, though. They still have a lot of troops. No one in there, though. That's good. Few in there, so nothing crazy, but they're definitely starting to lose their spunk, it appears to me. So let's keep watching. Okay, the clones have officially taken the bridge. Now they gotta work towards the next command room over here, and once they take this, which is actually... They're making good progress, looks like, because of some droid poppers they sent in. But once they take that, then they're going to be going on the other end of the battlefield over here. So it's interesting because they're certainly making progress, but simultaneously... Oh, that was a chunky granata! Simultaneously, they're losing so many troops. I don't know if they're going to have what it takes. I don't know. I mean, this is a whole corridor over here. Look at this. These droids were supposed to be free roaming, but then I don't think they are because they've been standing there the whole time. Alright. Well, clones are stalling again, but let's, Oh, they took this room. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now they're on to the next area. They've taken the bridge completely now. Every last little bit of the bridge is gone. Now they have to go through this next way. I think this immediate hallway should be pretty easy for the clones to take. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. The next part's going to be tough, though. Thing is, they can double team it. Yes, they're going to. Oh, they actually tried a few times. Oh my god, they can't see the droid sitting behind the thing. Oh, you fools. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, guys. And then they're coming around this way where they're just meeting a firing squad of droids. My goodness. That is absolute brutality. All right, why don't we watch this corner for a bit? My goodness. Some actual oh, they died. I was gonna say some actual progress. They made it forward, but no, they got clapped almost immediately after. They did take out a few of the droids over here, which is great. These ones back here are still alive. Droids in here, oh, they're destroying those clones. Those clones, ugh, they're not doing well. How many clones are in here? Oh, there's a ton. Holy cow. Okay, there's still a lot of clone troopers on the battlefield overall. Most of them are in here, though. Yeah, guys, can you go into the actual battlefield? All right, if I open up, we'll open up this wall here. So hopefully they actually like move in that way. Nope, they're not gonna do that. Okay, well, we just gotta wait for them then. But the droids over here, at the very least, they're dwindling slightly, not amazingly, but slightly. So we take those. We take those for sure. All right, well, let's continue watching this way, I guess, because this could be a minute. Oh, clones making some progress again, just a smidge, nothing crazy. Oh, look at this! Wait, hold on. Clone troopers coming through. Never underestimate the 41st Elite Corps, baby. They're elite for a reason. That's why we call them Elite Corps. That's obvious. Okay, now we can watch it. Yeah. Okay, clones take over this hallway. Now we just have this hallway standing here. Still quite a number of clones over this way. I think they're mostly going to be attacking through this. Yeah, actually, almost exclusively, because there's almost no clones over here now. So, wowza. Quite the change of everything. Everything's changed. There's not actually too many clones left. Maybe 100, so these droids could still do it. It could take a while, though. Alright, lads. The clones are still kind of attacking here, just not very fast. These are at 7 kills, 0 kills, 1 kill, 1 kill, 13 kills. Not bad. God dang. Yeah, it's pretty much just attacks from this direction right now, and that's just about it. The clones really making almost no progress, so I think we'll go into fast motion here and finish up this battle, because it's pretty much over for the clones. I mean, they gave it their all, but I think this last hallway is going to prevent them from fully taking over the ship. This is, I think, too staunch of a defense for them to deal with the number of troops they have in general. Okay, it's been another 10 minutes. There's only 3 clones left alive out here, and then a few got stuck in this wall. Wow. So we're gonna say the clones are gonna retreat, and the droids hold out, because the clones, they flopped Big time. Yellow or dead clones. Excuse me, hiccup. Red or dead droids. Oh my god, I hate the hiccups, bro. Whoa. Yellow or dead clones, red or dead droids. And clones take a big ol' L at the very end. They did pretty well at the start, and then slowly but surely fizzled out. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.